photographers, it's Michelle. In today's video, I'm talking all about the biggest mistake I see photographers make with Instagram, specifically senior photographers. But before we jump into the video, I just want to remind you that I have a free gift for you down in the description box below. There's a link to my free session prep checklist, the exact checklist I send to my clients so they feel really prepared on what to bring the day of their session. You can get that for free with the link down in the description box below. Now let's get into the video. So if you've ever felt like you've just poured so much energy into Instagram and you've done all this amazing content, behind the scenes, sneak peeks, and yet you're still not growing and you're still not yielding results and booking more clients with Instagram, yeah, I'm raising my hand too. I've been there. When I first learned what I was doing wrong, it was kind of like a light bulb moment, and also it might seem common sense, but you would be surprised how many people don't even realize this. So in order to get to exactly what I'm talking about, I want you right now to go to your Instagram. I am going to screen record my phone so you can see what I'm seeing. You're gonna go to your profile, click on your face, and then you're gonna go to the three dashes at the top. And then you are going to go to Insights. And then from Insights, I want you to click on Total Followers. And then from Total Followers, I want you to scroll down till it says age range. And I want you to see the percentage of who actually follows you. And specifically, if you're a senior photographer, I want you to look at that first age bracket, 13 to 17. And what is the percentage of your total followers in that age range? And what is it? And does it shock you? Because the age range between 13 and 17 is gonna be your potential senior clients, right? If that number is significantly lower than you thought, one, I just want you to be encouraged because there's so much room for growth there. But two, I also want you to know that maybe that's a reason why you're not booking clients, and which brings me to my number one biggest mistake I see senior photographers make, and that's they're putting all their energy and effort into Instagram to an audience that isn't their potential client. I remember the first time that I did this exercise, and my 13 to 17-year-old range was 2%. 2% of my audience at that time was potential senior clients, and it was just like, no, duh, of course I'm not growing, of course I'm not getting senior client bookings because my audience isn't made up of potential clients. So I really had to go, okay, so how do I grow this? No longer was just pretty pictures gonna cut it in the world of Instagram. It is so crowded now. There's so many talented photographers. Your client is just not going out there and seeking and typing in photographers. They're going to their friends. We know that. They're going to referrals and all those things. So I was like, man, how do I grow my audience when I don't know any seniors and I don't know this market very well? And so the reality is, which is another mistake I see photographers make, is they expect people to come to them. They'll create all this content and their clients will come to them. But newsflash, you can be the best photographer in the world, the most gorgeous images. The reality of the way the algorithm works and so forth, it's just not gonna happen. It's very rare that someone's just gonna happen upon your images unless it was tagged with a friend or something. So what you need to do is go to them. You need to be really intentional with Instagram and really intentional with your marketing, and you need to start following your clients or your potential clients, and you need to find a way to get in front of them instead of expecting them to find you first. And once you switch that mentality and you're willing to do the work of going to them on Instagram, you're gonna see a lot more growth and a lot more success. So I would look at your latest client's post. If you're a senior photographer, because I'm using that example in this whole video, if you're a senior photographer, look at their last senior picture and see those who commented on your picture. Odds are they're probably friends of the client that you photographed. And so I would go to their profile, and if they haven't already had their senior pictures yet, follow them. And then you can go to their friends list and see about potential clients in their friends list and follow those clients. Now, I have to do a little disclaimer caveat. Try not to be spammy here. You don't want to be following like 50 people a day because that's going to just signal to Instagram that you're like a bot and you might get banned. So with good taste, you know, a couple a day or a couple a week, it doesn't have to be a lot, but try to follow your potential client. And this could work with any genre of photography, of course. Most of the time, especially for senior photographers, your potential client's profile is going to be private. So you need to request to follow them. And I actually like that because it gives gives the client or the potential client full permission to decline the invite to follow them. So if they don't feel comfortable, they don't have to accept my request, and that's okay. Or they can accept it and not follow back. That is also okay. My main goal is I want to just kind of like raise my hand in front of them and tell them like I exist, my photography exists. If you haven't seen me, check me out. And usually at the very least, when you request to follow someone, they're gonna at least check out your profile, right? So make sure your profile is up to date, your highlight reels, your bio, at least the first like 6 squares of your photography is the work that you want to book, and it's work that you're really proud of. Make sure that's all ready and up to date when you start doing some of this work, because they'll probably be checking out your profile. And as long as you're professional and how you handle your account and how you interact with them, especially when you're engaging with their profile, like let's say they accepted your follow request, go and comment on some of their pictures, like some of their pictures. Obviously do this in good taste. Encourage them, and just, it's a way to just stand out from the massive crowd that is Instagram. And please be as genuine as possible. Like the more that you are human, the more you're going to be able to connect with your potential client, and then they'll follow you, they'll like you, and then they'll trust you to be their senior photographer. My goal for my Instagram is to not only showcase my work, but to educate my clients, talk about the experience I offer, talk about like all the different elements of my photography so that they want to book with me. So in my mind, it doesn't hurt. I feel like the follow is like the initial like, hi, how are you? And then my Instagram, all the content I'm creating for that is more of like the handshake or the short conversation to get to know each other. And then if they inquire to me about prices, that's like the icebreaker. They'll want to go a step further in the relationship, right? So you have to think of Instagram as the long game, but you have to grow your audience to your potential client. If you are not reaching your potential client on Instagram, then all your efforts and all your beautiful content is going to waste. So just take a few minutes a day or a few minutes a week, or block out a little bit of time and dedicate it to really trying to get in front of your potential client. And bonus tip, if you want to kind of stand out even more, when they accept your follow request, you can introduce yourself to them via a voice note. So I would send them a DM, a direct message, and just say, hey, thank you for accepting my friend request. I'm Michelle. I'm a local high school senior photographer here. It looks like we have a couple mutual friends. I just wanted to say hey, and I look forward to creating fun content for you, or something along those lines. And it just helps you not to be like cringy. Now, if you are a guy doing senior photography, I know you always have an uphill battle, and you're really gonna have to be careful with this strategy if you do that. So just do everything in good taste. You can definitely still do this method. I would just be careful with the direct messaging and make sure obviously every interaction is professional. I do have my heart out to those because I've had some messages from guys before, and it is harder. You can absolutely still do it. You just have to be a little extra cautious. But for my lady photographers, this is a great way to start growing your Instagram, reaching potential clients you might not already have. And I hope this tip was helpful. As a reminder, I do have that free session prep checklist with a link in the description box below. Please comment below what your struggles with Instagram are. Is it creating content? Is having to know what captions to create? Or was this hitting the nail on the head for you? Was it a light bulb moment for you? I want to know. I want to encourage you down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.